So to fix this problem, so we need to use Debounce. So we'll install this package. So let's copy from here and move to our terminal. So here, let's see. So here we can. So not. We need to move to front end. So let's move to front end, and now we can use or we can paste our command and install the package. So this package will make our request. So we will wait, for example, here, as you can see, so we can use it and wait, for example, here 1 second until the user ends type in here, and then we send call and we display the results. Okay. So what we need to do, we need first to define a variable like, or let's first import it, and next we define the variable. So it has been installed. So let's move to top. So here, let's paste, so not here, but here. So we need now to use Debounce. And next we need to do something. So we need to define the variable, okay? So the variable that we will use. So just follow me and you will understand what I am doing here. So let's use the debounced. Let's call it debounced search term. Okay. And as I told you, so we'll use the debounce and we give it the variable that we have here, which is the one that is linked to search input field. So this one. So let's give it this variable here. So we have search term, and here we have the time that we need to wait until we send the request. So here you can use 1 second, or if you want only half of a second, you can use only 500 milliseconds. And now we have this debounced search term, so we can use it, and we can do something. We can watch it also here instead of watching search term. So we will watch the debounced search term. Okay, and now instead of using the search term, so we will use the debounced search term. So here let's use the debounced search term. But the debounced search term is an array, as you can see here. So it's an array and we get the value, okay? So to get the value, we can use the first index, which is 0, and we need to check that it is not an empty string, okay? So because this variable that we have here is not linked to the input field that we have here. So the input field is linked to the search term. So that's why we need to make sure that it is not an empty string. So let's save and see. So let's refresh the page to remove if we have any previous error here. So let's check our network and search for. So let's do something. So let's search for. So now we have the category and tasks. So as you can see, we have a lot of calls, as you can see. So we have a problem here. So why we have this problem? Because here we are watching the debounced search term. So we need to watch only the values, and the value we can get it, as I told you, using the index, which is 0. Okay, so save. Let's go back here. Let's refresh again. So now the problem will be fixed. So let's wait and see. So you have the categories and you have the task, okay, or the tasks. So let's start searching again for task, for example, or let's start typing, for example, REPAL. And as you can see, we don't have any task. Let's go to our network. So as you can see, we have only one call. So why? Because it use Debounce. So as you have seen here, so it waits half a second and then it sends the request to our backend. Okay, so until 5, or not 5, but the half of the second is done, so then we send the request. Okay, so now we have fixed this problem. We have this one, as you can see here. If we don't have task, so we need to display, instead of displaying this instead of displaying an empty table, let's display a message telling the user that we don't have any tasks. So here is the tasks here. So let's move down. So we'll see later how we can add and separate our components. So we'll see later how to add another component so we can order. And also we add another one for the categories. So we'll see that later. So we'll add some code optimization later. So now we have to search, and also to search, so we'll try to move it to another file. So as I said, so when we don't have any task, so we need to display an empty, not an empty, but a message instead of displaying an empty table. So let's add here a test. So we have the tasks, and we need to check inside data and also the length is greater than 0. So if yes, we display our table with so we display the table with the pagination. So let's first organize, but I think that the task is only inside the data, not we will fix that. Let's add here the final test, and here let's add another div with the row, and also another div with call and 6 and mx auto, and inside let's display another div with an alert and alert. Let's make it primary. No tasks found. So let's make it here lowercase. So as I told you, here we need to use only one data, not two datas. And here let's do something. So we have two divs. So let's add another div, and let's make everything inside. So you have the table. Let's organize this table. So let's organize the table. So let's move it here, and also this one here, pagination. And let's make it an empty tag instead of a div. So where is it? Where is the first? So I think this one. Let's go back. So let's see what we have here. So we have this div. So where is the closing? So this one is for, so this is the, so let's remove this one and see, and also this one. So let's see. So now also this div has been removed. So we need to keep this div. So save, let's take a look. So we still have a problem. Let's see, where is the closing? So this is the closing. So let's see the table. Let's close the table from here. So this one is so this one is for this one, and we need another one. So I think that's, so I have a package that changes the name of when I change the name of the div, so the closing tag, it changes automatically. So sometimes it doesn't work properly. So save, let's take a look again. So as you can see now, tasks found. Let's make this, so I think that we have added mx, not max. So mx auto, not max auto. Let's see. So now tasks found. Let's make it info. So let's see. Let's go back here. So now tasks found. Let's remove this. So now we have everything. Let's start typing again. So now tasks found. Let's find something that exists. So we have here 2 pages. So we have 17 tasks. Let's make sure that we are getting the right results. So let's search for this task, and as you can see, we have our task here. If we search for something that doesn't exist, as we have seen, so we have no tasks found. Let's give it also here margin top of 2 and save, and let's see what we have. So now I think it's better. Let's make it 3. Save, let's see. So now it's better. Okay. So now everything is working. So we can filter by category, and also we can order by ID, ascending or descending, and also by title, ascending or descending. And as we have seen, we can search also for task. Okay. So what is next? So now we need to move to adding tasks. So we need to add forms so we can add a new task. So I think that we have already created the functions we need. So let's see what we have here. So we have the update and we have store. Okay, so let's start with creating a new task, and later we will add or we will move to the update and delete.